Morning guys, welcome to DOdaily. Attack the day. It's Des here, checking in from the world famous Trent Bridge. Things didn't quite go to plan this morning, so I'm not on the Robin Hood way. Feeling really tired, a little bit poorly, although I think I'll be okay. I just decided rather than get up and rush up to North Notts that I needed an extra hour in bed. I've got a really busy weekend ahead, so I thought it was for the best. Stuff to look forward to, so I don't want to be attacking it in the wrong frame of mind. So when I take a break at the moment from the Robin Hood way, I always get down here by the Trent, and as I always say when I do, it looks absolutely amazing. What a place to be. First thing, really quiet, really peaceful, which is helping me wake up a little bit, helping me come to terms with the day, the weekend, and everything that's in store. So, just gonna get a quick one in. Got a loop where I walk around the suspension bridge. It's about 1.5 miles long. But as ever, it's important to get that activity under my belt, you know, give it a real go and do what I can. As well as sort of maintain everything else I have to do, because that's what it's about, isn't it? It's about doing what works. And today, this is what works. Whilst I'd love to be ticking a few more miles off on the 112 miles of that trail, that challenge I set myself, you know, it was just a bit tricky. I think it was about 7:10 before we got light today. So it would have been really tricky to get up there, get a video done, get some miles in and get back. Next week, I'll get back to that. And the week after that, we'll actually, I'm possibly looking to finish. The clocks go back, which will help me just a little bit, and I'm going to look to really attack the finish and get that ticked off, done, finito, so I can get back to some of the places I've visited before that challenge, you know. And sometimes that's great as well, isn't it? Whilst it's always good to do something new, do something different, it's good to sort of revisit places you enjoy. I probably said first time around that I took some of those for granted over the years when I didn't visit them, when I kind of completely forgot about them. But getting out for a walk first thing, you know, in any given place is of paramount importance now, especially on a Friday, especially when my weekends are so busy as this one's going to be. I probably feel like I'm starting to feel like I perhaps need a few days off, a little bit of a break, and that was just the first sign of it. And that's important, isn't it? Now, when you do check in, you know, I could talk rubbish, I could say I'm fine and absolutely fine through, and I am fine. I'm absolutely loving things, you know, really enjoying what I do. Just this morning, you know, like I say, feeling really tired, perhaps look to book a few days off, like I say, you know, just to sort of keep doing all the things I do, keep enjoying the good stuff, but just take some time out from the stuff that's not so good and not so enjoyable. And there's nothing wrong in that, isn't there? Again, it goes back to that thing about making it work for us. And I think if I look back on the week gone by, that's kind of been the theme, hasn't it? On Monday, I started in a sort of in a funny frame of mind, you know, not, again, like today, definitely not upset, angry, suffering from with my mental health, but just sort of a bit blurry things were. After an amazing weekend and the thought of another amazing weekend ahead, there was absolutely nothing to be worried about. But I quickly came to terms with that And by Tuesday and Wednesday, I felt like I was fully back into the swing of things. I'd tackled things I needed to tackle. Some of the things that were probably playing on my mind a little, I'd got them done, got them ticked off, and I felt sort of strong in terms of more concerted effort. Probably just catching up with me a little bit now again, but like I say, I've done all those things which was holding me back a little bit, and I've also got in plenty of activity, which when you're not used to it, not easy, it's absolutely not easy at the best of times when you've got back to it and started to sort of make it part of your routine again. You just have to be aware of how much you're doing as well. So that's kind of part of my decision this morning, realising that I have done a lot more running this week, starting on that treadmill last Saturday, and then three consecutive days where I've got out and done 5k. Absolutely sort of buzzing on the fact I've done that, but as I keep reiterating, it's about checking in and realising where you are. Right now, I'm a little bit achy, a little bit stiff, but getting out for a shorter walk than normal, and sort of taking that time off this morning, allowing myself to get back and have some breakfast and a bit of coffee at home, just help me going into the weekend when it is going to be absolutely 100 miles an hour. And whilst I say 100 miles an hour, it's not going to be bad stuff. It's not going to be stuff that I'm sort of fighting against. It's going to be stuff I can sort of enjoy, make the most of, feel like it's a bit of reward. I'll get my time through the weekend to enjoy things. Tomorrow I'm getting up and doing the run directing at my local park run. Again, something where you can really feel like you're giving back. It's not hard work, but it's something where I'm getting out of my comfort zone. And then we've got a football match to look forward to. We're doing and sponsoring it. And then another busy day on the treadmill, raising funds. So there's so much reward in all of that, but it does take effort, it does take commitment and work and everything that's gone before to be in this position to do it, but it's about sort of realising when you need to, just to sort of take the pace off a little bit so you go into it in the right frame of mind. And I guess that's the message I've kind of put across a few times already this morning, is just about sort of taking it easy, the calm before the storm almost. But I'm definitely looking forward to the weekend. And being out here already, I've probably only been out 15 minutes. Normally I don't come straight on, I get a bit of a walk in before. But I'm just starting to feel my face waking up, starting to feel a little bit more refreshed already. It's a little bit chilly, a little bit cold. But that's not a problem, is it? Look at those skies, absolutely amazing. Behind me, the moon is still out, so it is still quite early. You can't see it there, but it is there. It's about there, and then there. That didn't really work, did it? Yeah, it is still very early in terms of daybreak, but like I say, I'm definitely coming around to it. And all these stunning colours as well. Look at the greens, the browns. They just do something for the mind. And with my face waking up, all that cold attacking it. It feels so much better in the first 10-15 minutes of just being out. It's easy to sort of allow ourselves to feel ill and sorry for ourselves. Whilst I don't feel 100%, like I said right at the start, I do feel like I'm coming to terms with it, and that's just, whilst you can't feel that on the video, I can only try and reiterate that that's just what it's all about. And when you feel it so sort of blatantly, obviously, then it just reminds me that I've got to keep doing this. I've got to keep attacking things and enjoying it, because that's what I do. Do you know, and like I say, this week, just to sort of go over what I said as well about how it's built up, you know, lots and lots of normal routine, you know, things that I do as part of my everyday life, just sort of making the most of it, the running clubs, you know, the work. But when you attack it in the right frame of mind, like I can now for the rest of the day, I can really, really attack what I'm doing. It's just going to make for a really, really good day. And that's all we look to have on a Friday, isn't it? We look to finish strong, you know, go into the weekend in a positive frame of mind, be really, really enthusiastic about the things we do, you know, and we're giving ourselves the absolute best chance to stop on top of things, aren't we? Like I said, for the first time in a good few weeks, kind of questioned my mental state, but by talking openly on DOdaily, by talking to people, you know, around me, Kay and others, quite deeply, you know, not too deep, but just sort of having conversations, it's just made me realise that I feel as strong as ever, but I'm aware around the corner I perhaps need just a few days, just perhaps to sort of put my feet up, not do a great deal. Of course, I'll always get in that activity. That rest from work, time away from mental situations for me doesn't mean time away from physical ones, you know, because the physical stuff really, really helps us keep doing what we do. And that's all I want to do. I want to keep attacking the day, you know, keep realising and understanding where I'm at, you know, and just keep being enthusiastic. Like I said before, you know, already 10-15 minutes of this and I feel fantastic. Do you know, I'm so many more notches above where I was when I woke up, when I made those decisions to do it this way. So that's great, isn't it? That just shows me I've made the right decision for me. If you can make the right decisions for you, you know, that'll be fantastic. If I can just nudge you along to get out and get in a walk, you know, not everybody's runners, not everybody wants to go out and do 5k 3 days in a row or run on a treadmill. Totally understand that. But just getting out there for a quick walk, that's all it's taken me today. Said it already so many times, it's the point I'm trying to make. You know, just getting out there for a few minutes can change your whole outlook for it. Have a great weekend, guys. Make the absolute most of what you're doing. You know, I'll see you on the other side. Like I say, I've got all that stuff to do, but really, really excited. A little bit nervous as well, but there's nothing wrong with a few nerves. You know, it's just about approaching it in the right way, being positive about it from the outset, and being really, really enthusiastic. And when you can do it like that, you know, you'll take from it absolutely whatever you can. If it's not there for taking, you know, that's fine, isn't it? That you're probably not quite prepared properly, or you've not gone into it in the right frame of mind, and that's all we have to do. Finally found my right frame of mind again this morning, and I'm ready to attack the day. Just doing it.